Hi, my name is Mike Uris. I'm the Commercial Manager for Survey Tools Underground, and we're here today. We're going to be talking about the production hole surveying and particularly the BOLT survey system. And with me today I have
Jay Smith, Global Commercialisation Specialist.
The reason we have developed this system is to resolve a problem of surveying blast holes. So, as we know, blast holes deviate, and they're not until you measure them you find out just how much they deviate. So we've come up with a system which enables us to survey the blast hole without some of the heavy equipment such as an IT, which is a very sought after asset on the mine site. So recently Jay was out on a mine site testing, trialling the system to see how well it went. So Jay's had first-hand experience of it, and we're running a video at the moment which will show you just how this operates in the field. So Jay, if you want to just explain what's going on here.
So the removal of an IT or a EWP is paramount for the OMNIxBOLT. A carbon fibre system guide tube has been designed and developed by IMDEX. It's lightweight, around about 8 kilos, and very easy to set up in all the backs within your production area of drilling. It's got a great couple of features, including a rock deflector, which eliminates any potential of rocks actually falling on the operator while they're installing it and actually doing the surveying as well. Really easy to adjust and to set up and run for the gyro itself.
So in this video here, we're just showing it being set up to align with the drill hole or the blast hole, and then insert the gyro tool. So these backs are, how high are they, Jay?
These are around about 6 to 6.5 metres, which is a pretty standard height in Asia Pacific sort of mining operations.
And then so once this carbon tube is aligned with the blast hole, then the gyro unit is placed inside the tube and then fed up into the drill hole. So the video we're going to show you now is setting up the gyro unit and placing it into the carbon tube. So there's the gyro now going into the tube. It's attached to the rodder. It's a fiberglass rodder which has 40 metres of reel, and that's pushed up the hole. Right now AJ is setting it up and introducing the hole ID. It's now attached to the survey tool, fed up into the collar, and then it's held stationary for 1.5 minutes whilst it seeks north. So in that time, it's important that the gyro is stationary, and there's a braking system on the guide tube to make sure that happens. So this example there, now we can see the guide tube's been attached. The gyro is now seeking north. And once that's found north, then it's a matter of continuously feeding the gyro up into the blast hole and surveying at around about 20 metres per minute. So it's survey in and survey out continuously.
So a full survey, including setup time, doesn't really matter on the actual depth of the hole. So anywhere between 5 metres and 25 metres hole, we're looking at a survey time itself of around about 1 minute, and the entire setup time of around about 7 minutes from one hole to the next. The gyro itself is very intuitive, so you know if the gyro is ready to go because it has a green light indicator. If there's any issues with the gyro, you get different indication in light sequences, but if it's green, you know the gyro is good to go for that particular survey.
And one of the features of the system that I really liked is that the data is downloaded to the PDA as soon as the tool comes out of the hole. What that enables you, gives you confidence in the surveys, gets you quality checks for every hole, and saves a lot of rework. So that's a big advantage over other systems that are available. And then the deviation in these holes, we were seeing were quite significant, right? We were getting 10 to 12% deviation in some cases.
Absolutely, and if not worse. I think the worst we saw on this particular project was around about 25% error, actual versus design.
Yeah, so 25% on a mine site that are often claiming 3% is standard is a significant problem. And like we said in the beginning, it's not until you survey these blast holes you find out just how bad it is. What we're trying to do is implement this system across all underground mines in blasting with the idea of surveying the blast hole calculating deviation and then making adjustments as needed. So then we're changing the whole concept of drill and blast. They're going to be doing drill, measure, analyse and blast. It's a term that I'd like to see more people using in the mine site.
So here we can see the tablet being initialised. The gyro's now seeking true north, which takes around about 90 seconds for that to initialise. The coding system on the tablet is very intuitive, so it allows the operators with little means of communication. If you've got a very noisy environment behind you, you can actually see colour sequences on the tablet. Before we begin the surveys, we upload the X, Y and Z of the collar and X, Y and Z of the toe from plan, from the engineers. And when that's uploaded into the tablet, when we go into a particular stope, we signify which ring or which hole we're actually surveying, and the tablet will automatically tell us what depth that hole will go to or is proposed to go to. As we continue the survey, light sequence will tell us if we're getting close to the end of the hole. The tablet will flash orange. As we're getting very, very close to the end of the hole, it'll start a sequence of red flashing, which the operator and also the real operator can actually see, which is very handy in a noisy environment. Just here, we're actually surveying back on the way out, so it's a continuous survey on the way up and continuous on the way back. And as Mike said, as soon as this survey has been completed, we communicate between the tool and the tablet, whilst the tool is still in the hole, but just at the collar. And the survey data is made available instantaneously on the PDA with misclose information for the actual survey in-run and out-run itself, and a comparison between designed and actual. And if there's any QA/QC issues with the survey, they're all nominated at that point in time. Anything that falls out of the range that we're particularly looking at, it'll ask if we want to resurvey the hole, or if we accept the data, we choose to accept it there.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you, Mike.
Good information. Thank you.